What's up, guys? This is gonna be a Megaminx walkthrough solve. Things to note before watching this video: if you average like a minute or less, then this video probably won't be very useful. If you average above 4 minutes, then this video might be a bit complex, but maybe it can help. Averaging anywhere between those times, then this can be helpful to you. So let's get started and scramble this humongous puzzle. Okay, so once you have the Megaminx scrambled, and if you did it correctly, tan should be on top, or beige or whatever, and pink should be facing you. If you would like to follow along, the scramble will be in the description, but on Megaminx it can be rather difficult following along, so I recommend just focusing on what I'm trying to show you here. So before we even get into this, I use the Westland method for S2L, which is honestly crucial to getting faster times on Megaminx. So if you don't know that already, you should learn the Westland method, or at least a method for S2L that's not beginners. Let's do this star. Let's see here. I see yellow is already there. Green, red, blue, and then purple. Okay, so this actually isn't horrible. How I would solve this is pretty simple. I would solve purple first. Okay, so I would hold it like this and then do called L2 and L prime 2 to put purple in, and then I'm gonna move the star like this, and then put in, before I put in blue, I'm actually gonna turn it like that so I can put in red, and then do that to put in blue. A good way to solve this is, instead of taking it out, you can just move the bottom layer like that and put in green and then a line. That's much more efficient. So after doing that, you'll be holding the cube like this, and the first thing I see is this green and red corner. So I'm gonna go up right here, and as I'm going up, I see these two pieces together, which is great. They're actually the correct star, edge, and corner, purple and yellow. So I'm gonna take note of that. Anyways, I like to move my pieces up top and solve it like that, basically. So I'm gonna look for this edge, and it's actually right here. If I continue to have trouble looking for the piece I'm looking for, I usually just scratch it and go for like this easy stuff right here. But anyways, we found it, and I like to put the two pieces up top at the top layer. So we have them like this, and just solve it like you would on a 3x3. Don't overcomplicate it, and just pair them up. And this is how I like to insert. So green red is down here. So how I would insert that is move these two layers like that, do like an R2, and then do like a U2, kind of like that. So, and there's like only two different cases it could be this, where the corner is not facing you, and then it can also be like this, where the corner is like not facing you but it's on that side, and you would just do the same thing except do it like that instead of like this. So if the corner is facing you, then you just need to put it on the right side or left side. So yeah, and that's a really fast like move you can do. I do it, and I can do F2L really fast with it. Alright, so we took note about the purple and yellow, so we have the corner right in front of us. I'm just gonna look for the edge because I lost it while I was doing that, and it's right here. So just like 3x3 F2L, you just want to pair it up just like that, and then insert it the same way I was telling you guys. So purple and yellow, insert it like this. So the corner is not facing us, and it's on the left side. So we want to keep on the left side, and insert just like this. Here. So next, I wasn't really looking ahead, mainly because I'm doing a walkthrough, but so I can't see much. So I'm actually gonna rotate either to the left or to the right, but only once. I'm not gonna go completely 180 because that can kind of mess you up. So I see blue and yellow, and I'm gonna move it up to the up to the top automatically. Do a U, another rotation, and I find it right here. So I'm just gonna line them up like that. And if they weren't gonna line up, like if they were like that, then you can do either a U prime and move it to the back, and then do like a U2 to line it up, or you can do it the other way, where like it was right here. Either way, just like flip it by doing an F2 or L2 or however. So blue and yellow is right here, so we're going to insert just like this. And you do not have to insert like that. This is all just like personal preference of how I do it. But yeah, I found that very useful in my opinion. Alright, so we have this purple and green corner. Its edge is right here. I knew this edge was right here because I took note of it while I was doing all those rotations. That's one thing you'll learn to get better as you solve a lot more in Megaminx. So yeah, we'll put them across from each other, line them up, and red and green are right here. So it's actually going to be more efficient to do a U prime and insert in the back, just like this. That's kind of harder to get down, but it is a good thing to try to get used to. So yeah, I'm just gonna insert in the back just like this, and you can kind of experiment with that, just like play along, and then if it works out, then you can try to get used to it in a solve. But yeah, I just like kind of figured that out and got used to it. Alright, so the last F2L piece is blue and red, and its corner is in place, which is nice. So I'm going to look for the edge, and the edge is right here. And I'm just going to solve it just like a case. And just try to like do these cases like you want 3x3, you know? Alright, so next step after you do F2L is S2L. I do the Westland method, and in the Westland method, it's good to have a route. So it's good to start on like the same colors, because it just is. It's not the best to be like color neutral and start on whatever color, at least for an intermediate level. So I always start on tan or beige and pink. So I'm gonna find the beige and red edge and the pink and red edge, and I'm gonna line them up with that. So basically any edge that's red, I'm gonna look for, because there's only 2 red edges left. So we found both of them right there. That was pretty easy. So now we're gonna look for essentially F2L pieces. So this is the first one I found. It was right there in front of me. So now we're gonna look for the edge, and the edge is right here. So as you do more solves and get used to whichever method you do, it's going to be easier to know what you're looking for. That's another big thing, is like knowing like what to look for. Same way, you just line it up with beige, right? And then move it opposite to where it's supposed to go. Put the corner on top, and it's there. And then insert. So next we'll do pink and blue, because I found the edges right there. So we're going to look for the corner, and it's right here. So that was quite nice. So we're gonna solve it the same way, and then how you insert here is just like that. Alright, so our last color we need to find for like this whole first 2 colors that we started off with is red, beige, and green corner, and beige and green edge. So looking around the cube, I know it's not here, so I know it's going to be somewhere in the back. And a lot of the times what I'll do is, instead of rotating to the back, I'll just turn this back layer a few times. And what do you know? They're both together right there. So that's just a little something I do. So put these pieces across from each other, pair them up just like that. So here you'll just insert just like this. Alright, so the next color we'll be doing is light blue, and we need to find the green color for that. So here's that. I would insert just like this, and then I'm gonna go straight into this color. So I'm gonna look for its edge, its edges right here. Parent up just like that. And if you can't find what you're looking for here, like, okay, I'm looking for the light blue, tan, and green corner and the edge. I'm not really seeing it here right away. So I can go straight into putting the star piece right here, which is orange and purple, just like that. And if I still can't find it rotating the cube, then I'll just ignore it. But here's the two pieces, the corner and the edge. And that's how you can solve it. Okay, now we can go straight into these, light blue and orange. That's how I would solve that. Orange and yellow and purple, and orange and yellow. Insert just like this. Okay. And I'm hoping I get this one case in S2L that is kind of sucky, but I hope I get it so I can show you guys what I do. So in this situation, you can't just like line it up and put it in because then it'd be opposite. So you can just move it to the side and do a sledgehammer to put that in. Alright, so these two colors we need, yellow, green, blue, and green, blue. Okay, so this is perfect. We can pair it up like that, but you can't just go down like this because we need these two pieces right here. So instead of going down like that, you pair them up and do a U2. Make sure this is in the back and do this F prime R and then put this above here. And you're basically like sledgehammering it down here. Alright, so this is the last pair. It's already, or not the last pair, sorry. But it is already made. And this is the last pair. So that's how we can solve that. Next is last layer. And I do beginner last layer still. And I average 1 minute and 36 seconds about. So you can still get great times in no beginner last layer. So make the star. If the edge piece you need right here is right next to you to the right, then you can do R, U2, and then R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R, and then rotate, and then do a soon, basically a soon, and it will always be right there. It will always be there. We did get lucky and that was solved, and if those three are solved, then the other two have to be solved. I hope that was helpful. I know it was a bit long and I guess hard to follow sometimes, but yeah, hopefully you guys can increase your average and break some PBs. Hope you enjoyed.